Okay. Right then, let's begin. Let's share. Okay. So can everybody see? Before I make it to a full screen, can everybody see that the presentation? Just a thumbs up would be good. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, just admit somebody else. Somebody else had just joined in. Just waiting for them to come in. So EMN. Sorry, folks. 1 second. I just want this person to just join, and then I'll carry on. It looks like they're having trouble. Okay, I'm gonna make a start. Okay.
Killer data. Press that.
This one.
Yeah. Okay. No, not that.
Madam Teresa.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, but we can't see you. Where are you?
Wait.
Okay.
Video is on.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Yes. We can see you now.
Can you see me?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just ask everybody just to mute? And if you have any questions, then by all means, unmute yourself to ask a question. But if we just go on to mute, just so that there's no background noise disrupting the presentation. Is that okay? Yep. Okay, right. So let me make that bigger. And minimize you. Put you down. Okay. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. So this is a presentation around COVID-19 and healthy eating. My name is Rupert Aikman. I am a nutritionist. I've been working with senior support, well, it was quite a while ago now, actually. I don't remember exactly how long, but myself, I have a degree in food and nutrition and a master's in human nutrition. I worked for the NHS in Leicester on a weight management program for 4 years. I run my own business. Well, not now because COVID has stopped everything, but so I've been doing that. So this year will be 10 years since I started my business. So I've got a bit of experience. I think I have a good understanding of nutrition and healthy eating as well. So what I would like to do is share that with you today. And like I've said, if you have questions, then by all means, unmute yourselves and ask the question. What I don't want to do is for you to go away having a question which you would like answered and you've not asked that question. Okay, so let's begin. Right. So in terms of healthy eating, so there is a lot of definitions of healthy eating, but myself, I think the definition of healthy eating is finding a balance of foods and drinks that maintains good health. So I think that's a good definition of healthy eating. In addition, healthy eating will prevent illness, also improve our mood, and also boost our energy levels. In terms of a balance, if we can have a 80-20% balance, so 80% of the time if we're eating healthy foods and being mindful, oops, sorry, I pressed that before I needed to press it. Oh, go back. Okay, so 80% of the time if we can eat healthy foods, and then 20% of the times, that can be anniversaries, it can be parties, it can be birthdays, etc., celebrations, then that will be a good balance. So 80% of the time eating healthy, and 20% of the time then indulging, celebrating, etc. Okay. So what I thought I would do before I start is do a quick quiz. So you hopefully you can unmute yourselves and you can share your answers. If you don't wish to share what you think is the answer, then I'll still give you the answer anyway. But if you want to give me your suggestions for the answers, then by all means unmute yourselves and tell me what the answer is. Okay, so question 1. Vitamin D supplements are best absorbed when taken with food that contains carbohydrates, protein, or fat. So if you think it's A, B, or C. Anybody want to have a guess? I'm going to have to see people, aren't I? Anybody want to guess? Anyone want to unmute themselves? Or would you like me to give you the answer? Oh, it's answering. Okay, so I'll give you the answer then. So it's C. So because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, we need fat within that within the food itself in order for that supplement to be absorbed and transported around the body. Question 2. How much exercise should we try to do each week? Should it be 2 hours every day? Should it be 10 minutes every day? Or should it be 30 minutes 3 to 4 times a week? And the correct answer is C. So the government recommends that we exercise 3 to 4 times a week and 30 minutes as well. Okay, question 4. Oh no, that's question 3. Can't count. So high salt diets are linked to which of the following conditions? Are they linked to type 2 diabetes? Are they linked to stomach cancer? Or are they linked to stroke, heart attacks, and heart failure? So this is 1 second. It's in the chat. Oh, sorry, I've just noticed that people have put it in the chat. Yes, Rupert, you should know what you're doing. Okay, so yes, we've got some answers there. We've got a C, I believe. So this is a Rupert curveball. I don't know if you know what a curveball is. A curveball is like a trick. So this is in fact all 3. So if you have a lot of salt in your diet, it increases your risk to type 2 diabetes. It also increases your risk to stomach cancer, and it also increases your risk to stroke, heart disease as well. In addition, so hypertension or high blood pressure affects strokes, heart attacks, and heart failure. So this is why high blood pressure is affected also. With the stomach cancer, if you have a lot of salt, it's taking away the lining of the inside of the stomach, again increasing the risk to stomach cancer. So high blood pressure can also increase your risk to headaches. What other ones should I look at there? So weakening of the bones, the salt is going to weaken the bones. Bones, they like to build and break down. So the weakening of the bones can increase your risk then to osteoporosis as well. But they're the 3 main ones. So having too much salt in your diet is not a good thing. Although some people think it doesn't make a difference, it can play a big part in increasing your risk to certain illnesses. Question 4. Frozen and tinned veg are just as nutritious as fresh veg. Is that true or false? Did I take off my LinkedIn? No, I've lost my chat. So the correct answer is true. So your frozen and tinned veg are just as nutritious as your fresh. So it makes no difference. The beauty of having tinned and frozen also is that you can preserve it longer. So in terms of saving money, 1 second, I've got somebody knocking on the door. So just let somebody in. So you can save money if you're using a frozen and tin because you don't have a short time in order to use that that product. Okay, so I'll begin with the presentation. So that was to warm you up, so to speak. So in terms of healthy eating, if you have a good gut health, then that will increase or make your...
E não dá para depois passar para aí?
Não,
Foi, mandou para o Facebook, foi?
não mandou o Zoom aqui no meu telemóvel.
Não, mas mandou através do quê? WhatsApp, Messenger, do quê?
WhatsApp.
Hello? Can I just ask you to mute
Ah,
a
mas
second,
mandou para o
please?
teu.
Mandou para o meu.
Hello?
Vê lá se houve, homem.
Eu não disse que são todos.
Okay, after me.
Até na voz, vê se o...
Okay, I've just muted you just for, so we've just started presentation, so I've just muted you. Okay, right, let me carry on. So if we can produce a healthy gut, so we then have a healthy digestion, and that would increase our immune system and improve our health altogether. Yeah, so healthy gut equals a healthy digestive system, which will then increase and improve our immune system. So there's 5 tips. I've put together 5 tips for good health. Sorry, 1 second. Let's just emit Madia. I've got a message here. 1 second. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, I was helping them. I think they're struggling with the volume now.
With the volume?
Anyone speaks Portuguese there? Sorry, Rupert.
Okay.
Anyone speaks Portuguese? Suzanne, can you speak Portuguese? Can you speak Portuguese, Adriana?
Eu falo pouquinho nada mais.
Yeah, I think they're struggling. I was trying to help them to join. They have joined, and now they're talking about the volume. I don't know.
But I think Susana and his husband speak Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
I don't speak Portuguese, so...
They're struggling with the volume.
Okay.
Susana, no podemos oírte.
A gente tem que... Olá! Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
But we can't see you.
Oh, you can't? I don't know
Yeah,
why.
open the camera. Open the camera.
Vermelha, Thelma. Tem essa câmerazinha com uma linha vermelha, carrega aí.
We can see you now. Good. Thank you.
Mas elas estão a ver.
Yeah.
Eu precisava de uma coisa para ver no telemóvel.
Okay, let me...
Não é melhor a gente sentar no sofá
Ah.
e pegar assim.
Back there. Okay.
Yeah, we can carry on, please, Rupert. Sorry.
Okay. As I was saying, let me just get my... I just ask you to mute this. I want to do it. I'm going to mute. I think I can do that to everybody. I have the power. Okay. So, in terms of tips for good health, what we can do is eat a variety of foods, because within our guts we have trillions, like loads and loads of bacteria. And just like ourselves, so if you imagine if you've got a big family, the majority of us would like a certain type of food. However, there is certain foods which would be more beneficial for other family members and not the other ones. So it's the same with our gut. So what we're trying to do is to have a variety of food and to feed all the bacteria in our gut. And we're trying to feed the good bacteria to outgrow the bad bacteria. So to feed the bacteria, if we can eat fruits, a variety of fruits, vegetables, pulses, nuts, and all grains. So all grains is like fibrous bread, so all grain bread, all wheat pasta, all grain rice, the all grains. And these can feed the good bacteria, and the good bacteria will then grow. If we're eating a lot of unhealthy foods, this actually stops the good bacteria from growing and increases the bad bacteria growing. So this is what we're trying not to do. We want the bacteria, the good bacteria, to grow. A good way to increase your bacteria growth, the good bacteria, is also by probiotics. So probiotics such as kombucha, miso, these are all good forms of probiotics which encourage bacteria to grow, and it provides a good balance of good bacteria against bad bacteria. So this is miso. So miso is fermented cabbage. This is tempeh, which is like a bean curd, fermented bean curd, and also this is kombucha. So kombucha is like a drink, and you, it's the easiest thing to say, to grow it. You produce it from a culture. But so kombucha has really been proven to be really good in terms of increasing your good bacteria. In addition to the probiotics, a good thing to remember is that if you have antibiotics, they kill all bacteria. So they'll kill your bad bacteria as well as your good bacteria. So if you, sorry, I just pressed that again. Oh, let me go back. It was a bit too quick. Okay, so if you have a course of antibiotics, the antibiotics will kill the good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria. So then make sure you're eating a good selection of foods to increase your good bacteria again. So there's a five tips to increase your good gut health. So with COVID-19 and healthy eating, a thing to remember is if we are at a healthy weight, we can fight illness more efficiently. So the healthier weight you are, the more likely you are to fight illness, not just COVID-19, most illnesses in general. Another thing to point out is there's no specific food or remedy which will stop you catching COVID-19. You know, depends where you're from. I know in the Caribbean there is certain remedies and teas, etc., what people will say to drink, and it will cure illnesses, COVID-19 especially. But there's not really a remedy or specific food which will stop you from catching it and cure COVID-19. So no one food is recommended over another food, and it's basically having a variety of food to support the immune system. So I thought I'd throw in just two more quiz questions here now. The thing is, I cannot see the chat even though I'm sharing. So just a couple more quiz questions. So what is that? Do you know what that is? So that is, I'll give you a clue. It's either a fruit or a vegetable. So what is it? I'm going to see if I can get the chat up. So if anybody's chatting. Okay, let's have a look. Yes, so it is a fruit, but yes, thank you, Adriana. Yeah, all fermented food is very good for the gut bacteria. That's correct. So, oh, okay, Adriana's gone in there. Yes, so that is, well done. It is watermelon. So watermelon, again, if you can have a variety of different fruits, in addition to the minerals and vitamins, watermelon will be a good source of hydration and also fiber as well. So next one, so well done. So that is watermelon. What is that one then? Any guesses what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, there we go. We've got a leaf, some kind of leaf. Yeah, Yeah, it is some type of leaf, but what type of leaf? I'll give you a clue. It's a fruit or it's a veg. I'm not going to give you more than that. Yeah, a bit more specific. Peas. No, it's not peas. I'll give one more guess.
Yeah.
I don't know the name in English, but I think it's like it's not rugula. It's I don't know the name in English.
Okay, are you Portuguese, Adriana?
No, I'm Venezuelan.
Okay, okay. I don't know what it is in Spanish then either. So that's I don't know if Simon knows what it is in Spanish, but okay. So
Cabbage?
who said that?
Me?
Who's me? Who's me?
Maria.
Oh, Maria, well done. Maria, well done. So there you go. So it is. Let me just move my mouse off there. So it is cabbage. Well done. So cabbage itself. I feel people, a lot of people don't recognise the beauty of cabbage. It's packed with vitamins, minerals, fibre, so really, really good. So yeah, definitely, if you've not tried cabbage, yeah, great vegetable to be eaten. And just two more. So what's about that? What do you think that is? Ah, Adriana's right on it. Susanna, I don't know, Campion? Is that the same then? I am actually trying to learn Spanish.
Mushrooms.
It is mushrooms. Well done. Yes.
Oh, mushroom.
That's a mushroom. Well done.
Mushrooms.
Excellent. And then the last one, the last quiz question. What is this one
Can't
then?
even see the quiz.
Mushroom.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the next one. So that was mushroom. What about this one here now?
This one is what?
I can't see the picture.
You can't see the picture.
No.
Why not?
The name.
Why can you not see the picture? That is a. Can everybody see the picture? Must be.
I've seen the picture, but
So what is that then? I think this is. Oh, Maddie has got it. Oh, straight.
Okra.
There you are, okra. So, okra, well done. Fantastic.
is it okra?
It is okra, yeah. So okra, in terms of vegetables, it's one of the few vegetables which is a good source of protein as well. So
for us, this is kimbombo. It's African name.
Okay, so lady
But
fingers.
we use this name in Spanish, kimbombo.
Okay, right.
Sorry.
I better start practicing my Spanish more often, really. That's what I should be doing. Okay. So ladies' fingers, people call it ladies' fingers as well, but a really good vegetable if you can. I don't like it. I don't like the texture. I think it's too slimy for me, and no, I can't eat it. I know it's great, and I know it's really good for you, but I won't be able to eat it. Okay, so that was just to keep you awake as well. So let's go back. So let me just close this chat. And so in terms of the COVID and improving our immune system, there's certain nutrients which will be beneficial. In particular, vitamin A. So a lot of people, when they're not very well, they talk about vitamin C, but fighting infection and viruses, vitamin A is an important nutrient, vitamin to have when fighting illness. So there's two types of vitamin A. So you have performed vitamin A. This is mainly from animal source. So I'm a vegetarian, so I tend to get most of my vitamin A from provitamin A, from green leafy veg, butternut squash, fruits and veg, etc. So if you're a meat eater, so offal, so liver, kidneys will be an excellent source of vitamin A. Fish, salmon, mackerel will be a good source of vitamin A as well. And then your full fat dairy and milk will be good sources of vitamin A as well.
Okay.
So, sorry, 1 second. I've got a chat message. So bluefish, yeah. Yeah, all types of fish would be good sources, but oily fish in particular would be good for rich sources of vitamin A.
Okay, salmon, sardines,
Yeah, sardines, mackerel,
mackerel.
yeah, all good sources. As well as being good for the immune system, so oily fish would be good for our mental health. So
Vitamin A.
preventing brain degeneration. So oily fish is it's more than just good for the immune system, it's good for the brain as well. Most important, if you have in your source of vitamin A from fruits and veg, if you cook the fruits and veg, then your body will be able to absorb that vitamin A more efficiently in a cooked form. So make sure you cook it first. So then also a lot of cereals, so Kellogg's, Nesquik, they fortify their cereals with most vitamins and minerals. If you turn it around and look on the packaging, it will tell you fortified with vitamins B, C, iron, etc. In addition to the vitamin A, so B vitamins, and in particular B9, so this turns food into fuel and also builds DNA. So DNA is what's
Vitamin.
so just going to, can I just ask you just to mute unless you have a question, please? So also your red blood cells, so it helps to form your red blood cells, which fights infections.
Beetroot.
Yeah, so beetroot that opens up our blood vessels and it allows us to take on more oxygen. So that's very good.
Carrots.
Carrots, yeah. So, for example, here's some foods rich avocados, beans, breadfruit, green leafy veg. They'll be all good sources of B vitamins. So breadfruit, again, cereals will be good sources of B vitamins as well.
Porridge.
Porridge. So porridge is more of a carbohydrate and a good source of fiber and protein. Not so much in terms of, I suppose it is a source of B vitamins. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Then also vitamin C. So vitamin C does play a role in our immune system. It helps to attack the pathogens. So the pathogens is what's going to cause illness. That's what a pathogen is.
Vitamin C.
Say that again. Did someone have a question? No. So you vitamin C attacks pathogens, which is causing the illness, and also it removes old immune cells. So again,
like lemon.
So lemon would be an example, but then also like
orange.
Yeah. So all citrus fruit, green leafy veg again.
Kiwi.
Kiwi, yeah, that would be a good example. Lychee. Passion fruit.
Passion fruit. Everything acid, isn't it?
Yeah, so acid, so absorbic acid, there will be all good sources of vitamin C.
Green vegetable.
So also, as well as vitamin C, copper. So this helps to protect and fuel our immune system, our immune cells. And the copper, you will find that in bread, quinoa, whole grain breakfast cereals, meat, fish, nuts, seeds as well. So dried fruits will be a good example. Dried fruits, nuts, seeds, they also will be good sources of copper. So vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, and also copper, these are all key nutrients for your immune system. So vitamin D, I don't know if you might have heard that taken supplements of vitamin D, because this is our first line of defense against bacteria. So especially in England, because we don't get a lot of sunshine, it's advisable that so it's advisable from October to March to have supplements of vitamin D. So I take supplements of vitamin D each year. because I believe that it will benefit my health. So yeah, and most health food shops, they will sell a supplement of vitamin D. Or if you're lucky enough to be able to go out the country from October to March and get good sunshine, you don't need the supplementation. In addition to vitamin D, so also iron. So I think most people know if you're lacking in iron, then you feel tired, fatigued, etc. So then good sources of iron from meat sources will be offal, red meat and fish. But if you are a vegetarian, there are still good sources of plant-based iron or non-EAM. And that will be from beans, vegetables again, pulses. And then where possible, if you have plant sources with vitamin C, that will increase the absorption. So let's see, I think somebody sent me a question. So let me just see what that question is. How many units do you recommend to take off? So Adriana, take off.
Of vitamin D, how many units do you recommend take?
Okay, so the press that wrong again. Let me just change. So 10 micrograms. So the government recommends 10 micrograms.
Oh, okay.
Through
10
the
micrograms.
yeah. So the one I take, I have 5 drops. So it comes in a pipette. It's a liquid form, and I would recommend the liquid form rather than a tablet form. So I have 5 drops of the liquid form, and I will put that with.
It's better the absorption.
Yeah, the absorption. So the transport and absorption of the vitamin D is improved if you have it in a liquid form. If you have it in a tablet form, your body has to break it down. But in a liquid form, it's already going into your bloodstream.
Thank you.
So the liquid form would be the best option. So yeah, the iron. Again, most people know about iron. Like I was saying, if you are obtaining it from plant-based sources, have it with the vitamin C. Whether you have that with a glass of orange juice or have it with a citrus fruit, that would improve the absorption and transportation of the vitamin C as well. I mean, sorry, the iron, not the vitamin C. Okay. In addition, so selenium. So this is some of the ones what people might not have heard of so much, but selenium, this is a mineral, and it produces our immune cells, and it's going to fight the infection more efficiently. So all these things in combination, so it's not one thing on its own, it's working together in order to fight the infection. So good sources of selenium, nuts are excellent source, seeds, eggs, offal, so kidney, liver, or chicken, turkey, and fish. They're all good sources of selenium. If you also, so selenium is also good for men. So for men who are trying to start a family, it will be good to have good sources of selenium, because it's good for your, how should I put that? Potency, I'm going to say. So selenium is good for men if you're trying to start a family. In addition, so zinc is another mineral which is very efficient in terms of producing T cells. So T cells are what fight viruses and infection. So again, all these things work in combination. They're sending messages to one another. They're taking out old cells, producing new cells, providing energy. Again, so a variety of different fruits and vegetables will increase the efficiency. Okay, I think I've got another question. Let me go to that question. Okay, water. I think that's water in Nottingham has too much iron. So the water in Nottingham is from Severn Trent, and I remember reading some research, and the water in Nottingham or Severn Trent water is supposed to be one of the best in the country in terms of minerals. Not so much iron. I don't think there's iron within the water itself, as far as I've heard, but it is a very good water supply in terms of being healthy. So if you have concerns though about the water supply, then you could buy bottled water. You could boil the water before you drink it, cool it, put it in the fridge. That might be an idea. But the tap water itself in Nottingham is supposed to be very, very good from a health point of view. So zinc, good sources of zinc. So meat would be a good source. So poultry, so chicken again, chicken, turkey, cheese, nuts, seeds, beans and lentils. If you can, so it's not a case of then saying do not eat meat, etc. But if you can increase more plant-based foods into your diet, you are then increasing the likelihood of having the variety of minerals and vitamins what you need. So
And what is the best rice to eat?
The best rice.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend basmati rice. So basmati, so all grain basmati, because
all grain basmati.
Yeah, because it's slow releasing, so it releases the energy slowly.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you have white rice, so white rice itself, it's not really slow releasing, but basmati, the way it's grown, it releases the energy slowly. And if we can prevent our blood glucose going up sharply and down sharply, that's good for us. So slow releasing energy foods, and basmati rice would be the best choice.
Okay.
But all grain in particular across the board will be a good choice.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so in terms of, in case you don't know what seeds look like and cheese looks like and chicken, so I've put some pictures in there. So your seeds, if you have seeds, if you think seeds because they're a source of life, you cannot go wrong by eating seeds, whether that's pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds. It's a very good thing to add to your cooking or have as a snack. Very, very good. Good source of protein, good source of fiber, good source of vitamins and minerals.
And what is the portion to eat all those seeds? I do eat seeds.
Okay, so because nuts and seeds, they are high in calories. So if you are thinking about your weight, then using your hands, so the palm of your hands will be a good example of a portion.
Okay.
So if you want it in grams, I want to say what's that going to be about 20 grams maybe? Is that 20 grams a portion?
20 grams or 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not to think then about how active you are, thinking about your age, your gender. These are all factors which influence our food choices as well.
Yeah, they say not to eat after 6 o'clock. Is that right?
I myself, I disagree with that because imagine if you don't eat after 6 o'clock and you're hungry, if you want food, you feel hungry, you know, you're not going to sleep well. So it's more about the type of food you eat after 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So thinking about the portion and the type of food rather than not saying not to eat after 6. For me, myself, I know that if I stopped eating at 6, I wouldn't sleep. I'll have to come downstairs in the middle of the night and start cooking and having something to eat or making a snack. So it's about what type of food you're eating and then also about what you've been eating through the course of the day already.
Okay.
But I wouldn't put a time on to say do not eat after 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in addition,
question.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Mushroom, Abi. Is it for frying or for boiling? I don't know.
Mushrooms you can boil, you can fry, you can put it in the oven. You can eat it raw. So raw, fried, boiled, whatever you like. Very good for fiber, very good for protein. If you're picking your own mushrooms though, so you have people who go into the forest and they pick their own. So don't pick your own mushrooms. Just make sure you eat mushrooms which are good for you in terms of, you have some mushrooms what might make you see things. That's the best way I can put it. So make sure you're having the right type of mushrooms.
Oh.
Yeah, so you hallucinogenic. So shouldn't be giving too much away about my past, should I really? But so if you have certain mushrooms, they make you see things and you do things strangely because they have a powerful effect.
What, on the man or woman?
Oh, men and women and men. It makes no difference if you have these particular
Will
mushrooms.
be Power Ranger.
Well, I don't know if it's a good thing though. This is probably a different topic for something else actually. But yeah, but mushrooms themselves is a good food choice, and you can cook, you can fry, you can put in the oven, and like I said, some mushrooms you can have raw as well. But it's a good food to have.
Okay.
Do you like mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So
I like it, but I don't know how to prepare it.
you don't know how to prepare it. Okay, so what in terms of preparation of mushrooms, if they spoil quite quickly. So if they start looking brown and soft, so then I would peel. So if that was me, I would peel. So you gently peel, and you can peel it off, and then maybe if it's got mud on it, then wipe it with a piece of kitchen towel. But if they're quite fresh, you can just wipe, chop, and put into the pot, into the frying pan, whatever you're cooking. So it depends on what they look like.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So with all fruits and veg, if you wash before you use it as well, because a lot of vegetables, especially in the UK, they use pesticides when they're grown, unless they're organic or they're grown locally. So make sure you wash fruits and veg before eating them. Okay, in addition to the foods which we've mentioned, so we talked about vitamin A, B, C, iron, selenium, zinc. In addition to that,
This thing called zinc. I don't know what it is. Zinc.
zinc. So zinc is a mineral. So it's a mineral. So our bodies need minerals as well as vitamins, and zinc is another one of the minerals our bodies require.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a metal as such, but we need it in small amounts. Minerals we need in small amounts, and when I say small, I mean like really small. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in addition to the foods, to improve our immune system, if we're active and we're doing regular exercise, at the beginning, the quiz question was 30 minutes, 4 to 5 times a week. That will be beneficial for our immune system. That's improving our circulation system, our cardiovascular system. So if we improve that, our bodies then can transport the vitamins and minerals around the body, and also get rid of the waste out our bodies as well. So being active is a really good thing for our immune system and overall health as well. Also try to reduce our stress levels, which is very difficult, especially in the pandemic. So it's very difficult, but if we can reduce our stress levels, that is good for our immune system. Because when we're stressed, our bodies then releases a hormone called cortisol, and that stops our immune system from being effective. So the more stress we have, the more likely we are to be ill. So try where possible to reduce stress levels, and that could be through being more active. It might be that you go for a walk in the park. It could be doing some gardening, listening to music, learning how to speak Spanish, whatever it is. Try to relax, try to reduce our stress levels. Even some people, they have a squeezy ball, so they've got a ball and they'll squeeze the ball, a way of relieving stress. But finding a way to relieve stress is beneficial for our health, mentally as well as physically. Another thing is water. So in terms of our immune system, supporting our immune system, if we can, I know Adriana mentioned the water already. If you can drink water on a regular basis, that also will be beneficial for our immune system. It's it's pushing out toxins. It's good for the brain. Very, very good. Okay. In addition to the water, well, let me just go back to the water. In terms of how much, so the recommended amount is like 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. I think a better way of finding out if you're drinking enough water is your wee. So if you go to the toilet and your wee is very bright in colour, so if it's very yellow, that could indicate that you're dehydrated. So ideally your wee should be a light straw-like colour. Or if you go to toilet 5 times a day, that might indicate also you're hydrated. So drink water where possible. Very good for us. In addition to the water, in addition to the exercise, also sleep. So when we're sleeping, that's the time when our body's recovering. It's repairing itself, and it's getting you ready for the next day. So if we can have, I think the recommended amount of sleep is 7 to 8 hours. So if you are lucky enough to have that, that will be of benefit. Although some people, they condition themselves to have very little sleep. So there was a gentleman I used to work with, and he used to have 2 to 3 hours sleep, and he was fine with it. So, but ideally, I would say 7 hours would be a good amount of time for your body to recharge itself and repair, etc. So, just as to summarize what I've been saying, if we can have a variety of different foods and have a good balance. So healthy eating is about the variety and the balance to maintain our health. And I talked about an 80-20% balance. So 80% of the time, if we're eating healthy, 20% of the time, then we can indulge ourselves a bit more, I would say. With good nutrition, so healthy eating itself, it will make us feel better mentally. It will provide us with more energy, and also it will reduce our sickness, in particular reduce our risk to certain illnesses such as COVID, also reduce our risk to illnesses such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, certain cancers as well. So not just COVID, eating healthy is going to be beneficial for a lot more other illnesses as well. I also mentioned about probiotics. So this is the fermentation, so cabbage, miso, kombucha, they're all good forms of probiotics. So these will then encourage the growth of the good bacteria in our guts, which will then be beneficial in terms of absorbing nutrients from foods and making our digestive system work efficiently. Also, if we can, having a healthy weight. So being too slim or being overweight is not so good. So trying to be a healthy weight, and we can achieve this by having a good balance, this 80-20 balance, and also being active as well. So being active will allow us to be a healthy weight. And also be hydrated. So I talked about the drinking of water. So tea, coffee, that also will help to be hydrated. Vegetables, fruits, as I mentioned, that contains a certain amount of water, so that will also help to hydrate you as well as water. So if you don't like water, it might be that you cut a slice of lemon, lime, put that in the water. But if you can, drink more water. And then this application, so if you have smartphones, there's an app called Food Switch. It's a free application, and it's very good. So you scan the food which you've got, and then it will give you the breakdown. It will tell you the fat content, the sugar content, salt content of that food, and give you alternatives as well. So that's a very good app if you use apps. And another app to encourage you to drink more water is this one called Water Balance. Again, a free app available on Android and Apple phones. It just encourages you and sends like text messages if you wish for you to drink water at a certain time. So they're two good apps I would definitely recommend in terms of then eating healthier and drinking more water. So that is the end of that presentation. So thank you for listening. So does anybody have any questions? No.